Cardano's down over 20% in the last 7 days, and here I am doing another ADA video. A lot of people think I'm crazy. If you're an ADA holder, you probably don't think I'm crazy. You're probably on board with it. In this video, I want to zoom out on the charts a little bit. I want to talk about the foundation that's behind it all and why I'm so bullish on Cardano. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe and like on the way in. I appreciate it. This is a Cardano video. Let's jump into it. I just got the giggles a little bit. I'm just like, I'm doing these videos. We're tracking along. I'm bombarded with people lately just saying I'm crazy. Just saying I'm crazy. Obviously, I'm a content creator. I'm on YouTube. I'm having fun with this. I really enjoy creating content outside of all of the other work that I do all day, every day. And crypto, in terms of crypto, listen, if you're out there, you're like an XRP holder, or you're like a Chainlink person, and you're like, why is Dan so bullish on Cardano? You know, this crypto journey that we're on, I don't care what crypto you're holding, we're all part of something crazy. Like, we wake up, the world that we wake up to every day in crypto is so volatile. It's a roller coaster ride that we're on together. And it really doesn't matter, what crypto's up or down. At the end of the day, Cardano is outperforming to the upside, right? So to me, I'm just like, yeah, it's outperforming to the downside. It's true. It is outperforming to the downside against a lot of cryptos. But it's just the way Cardano operates. I think it's earlier stage in terms of where it is, and it does get a lot of flack for what it is. And those things actually are ingredients that make me so bullish on Cardano. But instead of, long story short, instead of zooming in on the price in this video, and I have a 6-hour chart somewhere. Here's a 6-hour chart. Instead of zooming in on price and talking about support and talking about what's next, we know where the targets are in relation to previous videos I've done. I want to zoom out. I want to zoom out on what is going on here. And we can go to a weekly chart. Here's a weekly chart. And what is going on here? There is a lot. There is so much going on here. And this is foundationally why I am so bullish on Cardano. Vasil hard fork being kind of the centerpiece of this video. It's what I want to talk about. And so let's talk about it. And in regards to this, so GeniusYield, they tweeted today, learn more in our new educational Medium article about the Vasil hard fork that's coming in June 2022 and why it's a major milestone for the Cardano ecosystem this year. So I want to give a special shout out to GeniusYield for sponsoring this video. I'm extremely excited. If you haven't seen, they are a sponsor of CCV. I'm excited to have them on board as a sponsor, not only because they're a project building on Cardano, but the platform that they're building, the company that they're building is extremely innovative and exciting. And GeniusYield is one of those ingredients. It's one of those companies playing into that longer term story that we're always talking about when we're zoomed out on the chart. We're talking about the innovations that are building. Well, GeniusYield is one of them. And if you're not aware, they are an automated yield optimizer doing many different things. I covered it in a video. You can go check it out. It's somewhere over here. I'll put a link in the description. This is a very simple breakdown of what they're doing. But they're doing multiple different things. Obviously a DEX, but they're covering concentrated liquidity, meaning there's more capital efficiency while getting rid of and truly eliminating impermanent loss. And that's a really big deal in the DeFi space, impermanent loss. So their smart liquidity vault is basically going to be built on top of that. And it's going to allow for the adjustment of your liquidity position, which will allow for more capital efficiency and obviously higher yields as well. So they're doing that, democratizing DeFi for everyone. GeniusYield was designed to address the complexity of navigating yield opportunities in DeFi. And they have a predictable fee model. So they don't charge people the typical fees that you might see in a lot of DEXs other than the Cardano fees, the regular ADA fees. And that's a big deal in the world of DeFi when people are trying to navigate through all of this. So check out GeniusYield, follow them, and learn more about them because they're doing a lot of different things in terms of their platform. And the other thing is they have Genius X, which basically is an accelerator program for Cardano startups. So when we're talking about just adding additional layers and additional levels to building on Cardano, GeniusYield is doing it through not only the GeniusYield platform, but also Genius X, which is the accelerator for helping Cardano startups grow, launch, succeed, helping the ecosystem succeed and grow. So GeniusYield, go follow them. I'll put a link in the description. Long story short, GeniusYield, going back to this tweet, they did a Medium article about the Vasil hard fork. And this is what I want to kind of be the centerpiece here. And I want to talk about this because it's a huge part of this story that we've been talking about on Cardano. That story is just the growth of the network, right? Going through these eras that Cardano has been going through. You know, it started all the way back here, right? All the way at the early days. It's in the Byron era. Then we entered Shelley era, the staking mechanism that most of you are very well aware of. Mary hard fork and the multi-asset ledger. We've seen so many cool ideas coming into play ever since this happened. And then Alonzo with smart contracts. The smart contracts, by the way, that were never supposed to happen. It just wasn't going to happen on this ghost chain. Well, it happened. And the network is growing and exploding. And to maintain that growth, to maintain the explosive growth of Cardano and the ideas and the innovators and the builders, there are so many brilliant minds and engineers, some of the best that are already building on Cardano, but want to build even more to support that. We need the scalability. We need these optimizations. And so Vasil hard fork really helping in that regard. And the breakdown is here in this article, details of the Vasil hard fork combinator, what you should know. Currently, IOHK is optimizing the network, enhancing scalability for real-world trustless dApps to function seamlessly in a high-performance environment. Isn't that what we're looking for in crypto? Is just that high functionality and seamless functionality, right? With high performance. And it's kind of like that's the balance that we're all looking for. You could be in other altcoins, other projects, and there's always in that balancing act, there's always these trade-offs, right? We see less secure networks. We see faster networks. We see, and a perfect example actually is Solana, right? Solana boasts its fast network, but how many times is it going offline, right? So it's that balance that we're talking about. And I'm not here to talk negative about any crypto project. I really want to see everybody in crypto succeed. I want to see all ideas scale, right? And I want to see solutions to the trilemma, right? The scalability, decentralization, and security problems that we see in crypto. I think Cardano is really doing a really good job, though slower than most might want, in solving those things. In June 2022, Cardano will upgrade the network via the Vasil hard fork combinator event. Ahead of this highly anticipated enhancement, Charles Hoskinson has revealed that over 500 projects are on the wings, ready to deploy. In the meantime, ADA is one of the top performing digital assets, concluding Q1 2022 firmly. And that's the thing. As much negativity as Cardano gets, it's still in the top 10. It really, truly is still a top performing digital asset. And we're starting to see, something like Grayscale with their non-Ethereum, their ex-Ethereum smart contract fund, Cardano leading the way or right next to Solana in that regard in terms of allocation. So Grayscale, I think they just want that exposure. They realize they need to have at least some exposure. They don't have their Cardano Trust yet, but hopefully they will soon. But it's like they know they need that exposure because Cardano is delivering every step of the way. And it's like, I don't think for that much longer, the space, and I mean the cryptocurrency space, can ignore it, right? And that's what Cardano is kind of that it's like that misfit in crypto that is just being ignored by, the mainstream crypto holders and crypto funds. They're very Ethereum based. And it is what it is. But Cardano will continue to deliver. I really, truly think that. So scaling Ouroboros. The Vasil hard fork combinator is part of the 11 planned scaling proposals to be implemented in 2022. Not only is Vasil hard fork exciting, right, for what it is, but please remember, it is, and I'm going to put a link in the description for you, it is one of 11 ways Cardano will scale in 2022. This is from IOHK. So smart contract capability now deployed on Cardano. The primary objective was correctness. Now we're focusing on performance and scaling. It's where we are, right? The correctness is there. Now it's performance, it's scalability. And so here we are, and we're talking about the Vasil hard fork, one of 11 pieces. Already considering the high network demand after the launch of Sunday Swap, IOHK developers have increased block size. So there we go. There's that balancing act that we just talked about. There was congestion when Sunday Swap launched, right? Sunday Swap gave a heads up to everybody saying, hey, it's going to be slow. And that's the balancing act. We sacrificed that speed, right? That quick speed right off the bat for security to do things properly. And basically, and I shouldn't say we, but the network itself is approaching things that way to maintain the security while the optimizations, the scalabilities, and all of these things, the congestion issues are fixed, right? So yeah, right off the bat, it's a little slower, but it's okay, right? It's better to maintain the security while just fixing the slowness as it comes and dealing with it and making it so it's optimized and then it's workable. And so that's what's happening. And if you go use Sunday Swap now, it's nothing like when it was launched. It's already getting better. It's already getting better right now. So extra cautionary measures must be taken to achieve the high throughput goals while keeping the ecosystem balanced and secure. So right there, all this is rooted in how Cardano's Ouroboros ledger functions and the designer's focus on persistence and liveliness. At present, Vasil is said to be feature complete and being simulated and tested before the hard fork combinator event in June. Ahead of this highly anticipated upgrade, the community expects the following enhancements to be made. And here are the enhancements. I'll put a link in the description. I'm not going to read through all of this. It's crazy. But I just wanted to kind of touch on some of those things and really just kind of magnify what's going on here, the hard fork combinator event that's coming up found in Vasil, because we've been tracking, obviously, price on like almost a daily basis, but we've really been tracking these hard forks. And I don't know what's going to happen with price going into Vasil hard fork. Obviously, world events are very much up in the air right now, and Bitcoin and stock market, everything's up in the air right now. So Cardano obviously is going to probably follow in the direction of those things, probably more in a more volatile way, whether to the upside or to the downside. But putting that aside, it's interesting data to gather on this chart in terms of price, the Vasil hard fork, because we've noticed previously, and this is one thing we were excitedly tracking, Cardano going into these hard forks saw these uptrends, right? Uptrend, the Mary hard fork uptrend, prior to Shelly uptrend, and now we're going into the Vasil hard fork. It'll be very interesting data just to gather, just to have plotted on this chart to see the consistency of that. Notice we're right now, it is April 11th, and this isn't until June, so a couple months away. It will be pretty intriguing to see what Cardano does in terms of price. And again, I'm not going to get into the short-term technical analysis. We're obviously in a downtrend. We're looking for that longer-term reversal. It could be very much in effect right now, but that's for those TA technical analysis videos. I really wanted to touch on what's going on here with the Vasil hard fork. So thanks to GeniusYield for sponsoring the video, but also for tweeting this today, talking about the Vasil hard fork, because it really is, it should be kind of a center of attention right now in the Cardano community in terms of something big taking place for Cardano. It's a very, very big thing in terms of the goals that we're all looking for Cardano to hit. And in this case, the scalability goal that is going to allow the network to continue the growth that we're seeing. And when I say growth, I mean it, everybody. This is Cardano Cube. Like, the projects are just, they're coming on board, online. It's happening. And it's going to continue happening. And so we want that to be able to, we want Cardano to be able to scale with this and scale with the ideas that some extremely smart people have out there. So those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. I really appreciate you cruising by. Let's see what Cardano does at the end of the day. It's all we can do as we sit here. None of this is financial advice. You all know why I'm bullish on Cardano. We're having fun with it. We're tracking it. We're seeing. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.